On the 27th of March 2018, Hoằng Đức Grand Ordination Opening Ceremony was solemnly organized under the permission of the Permanent Executive Council of Vietnam's Buddhist Sangha and People Committee of Long An Province. The event was attended by Most Venerable Thích Trí Quảng, Dharma Master and Preceptor of the Board of Patrons for the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council, Most Venerable Thích Như Tín, Member of the Board of Patrons, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Tánh, Vice President of the Executive Council, Most Venerable Thích Minh Thông, Deputy Head of Central Sangha Affair Department, Most Venerable Nun Thích Nữ Như Đức, Deputy Head of Central Bhikkhuni Order, and other members of Central Executive Council, departments and institutes, representatives of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council of Ho Chi Minh City, Most Venerable Thích Minh Thiện, Head of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha's Executive Council of Long An Province, the event organizers, and other members of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council of Long An Province. The government was represented by Mr. Huỳnh Văn Thuần, Deputy Director of the Internal Affairs Department and Head of Religion Affairs, Ms. Phạm Ngọc Tiệp, Deputy Director of the Vietnamese Fatherland Front Committee of Long An Province, Mr. Trịnh Quốc Bình, Deputy Head of PA 88 of Police Department of Long An Province, and other officials and hundreds of lay Buddhists. In his opening speech, Most Venerable Thích Minh Thiện, member of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council, Deputy Head of Dharma Propagation Department, Head of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council of Long An Province, the event organizer, stated the wishes and responsibilities of the successors as well as the leadership role of the local Sanghas. This grand ordination is a means to express the gratitude to the Three True Worlds and wish for everlasting Buddhism. Long An is where people are known for fighting spirit during the war, where Vàm Cỏ River marked the journey of monks and nuns and lay Buddhists, especially talented one with enormous contribution over many generations. Venerable Thích Quảng Tâm, member of the Executive Council, Deputy Permanent Head of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council of Long An Province, on behalf of the organizer, recapped the preparation of the event. The grand ordination was conducted at two locations, Thiên Châu Pagoda in Tân An City for male ordinand, Thiên Phước Pagoda in Khánh Hậu Ward, Long An City for female ordinand. Total number of qualified ordinands was 866. The grand ordination was named after Hoằng Đức, a well-respected, virtuous, and exemplary monk who contributed to not only the development of Buddhism in Long An Province but also in Vietnam. Prior to the event, all ordinands gathered at the designated locations and started the ceremony, examined by current monks and nuns. The test was comprised of two parts: multiple choice questions on Buddhist theory, oral tests on Buddhist precepts, rites, and chanting rituals. The ordination levels were Bhikkhu, Bhikkhuni, Sikhamana, Samanera, Samaneri, and Bodhisattva precepts. There were 216 monks and 158 nuns to be ordained. The rite tests include penitence, six senses, Pure Land, early morning rites, evening rites. Most Venerable Thích Trí Quảng sent his blessings that this grand ordination is an opportunity to get officially ordained on an unyielding land with a long history of Buddhism, where Buddhism engaged with the government for Dharma, people, and society. The Venerable encouraged the ordinand to observe their precepts and never stop practicing. Later that day, the ordinand welcomed Most Venerable Thích Bảo Nghiêm, Deputy Head of the Executive Council, Head of the Central Propagation Department of Vietnam's Buddhist Sangha. He shared advice and principles for Buddha's disciplines and his experience. He again wished all ordinands would be accepted and that the Hoằng Đức Grand Ordination would become a success.